Hey guys, Scott here. Just wanted to go through a little help to some people that might be thinking about renovating their house, or maybe even getting like an investment property or flipping a house. A lot of people are in this trend right now where they want to buy a house and rent it out and have passive income, or they watch a TV show and they see these guys and these girls doing these flips, and it looks easy. I mean, it did to me too. As far as No, I knew the type of work that would be involved in flipping a house because I had the experience doing the construction and general contracting work. But there's a whole nother world about like trying to get the right tenant in there and whether you do short term or long term or Airbnb or whatnot. This video is basically just going to hit on the cylinders of watching what you're going to get involved with the actual work on the house. And growing up, suburban houses where we were around, like built in the 80s and 90s, they're all about the same. Sheetrock, plywood construction, stick frame, some of them are trusses upstairs in the attics. Kitchens were basic, builder grade kitchens. That's why everybody rushed out and wanted to upgrade their countertops and their kitchen cabinets and their bathrooms. It was like the number one thing that everybody was doing, at least for me, when we were doing the construction work. Everybody wanted a kitchen and a bathroom or a basement. Everybody wanted basements. They wanted more living space in these colonial or bi-level houses. Bi-level was a big thing where we were from. It's like a raised ranch. You can go upstairs, kitchen and all the bedrooms and the living rooms upstairs. Or you can go downstairs, there's like a rec room, bathroom downstairs, and the utility closet was like on the slab. Not bad houses, whatever. They serve their purpose, Here's the deal. Let's just start in the kitchen. Everybody from where we're from, if you had like a regular, you know, let's stay on the like a ranch house. It's a small little ranch house. Odds are you got like 8-foot ceilings. You got a nice sized little small kitchen. A lot of times they'll build kitchen cabinets either in place. Back in the day, a lot of them were built in place, or they put like we get now. You could buy base cabinets and upper cabinets. But the cabinets were smaller. Like, they didn't go all the way to the ceiling. And a lot of times there'd be an air gap up above the cabinet where you could put like your tchotchkes up there, whatever picture of a family or like some old coffee pot or like a big chicken. My mom's got a chicken. I think she had one up there or something. Basically an air gap to collect dust. And then you also had the houses that would have like a soffit. It was taught to me to be called the soffit, where there's like sheetrock. The cabinet ends here. Down is your cabinet for your upper cabinet. And then this area up here, they would build like a sheetrock, along the top. It's like a void, Big trend now. A lot of times they throw utilities in there, the electrical. They could put plumbing for upstairs maybe, or air duct for your forced vent, for your microwave vent, that's over your oven range. But a lot of times people are like, rip that out. We'll put nice tall cabinets in. Go to the ceiling. Be real nice. Get rid of the air gap if it was there. It's not always the case. You rip that soffit out. There's probably not sheetrock up there. And you're going to be looking into your subfloor for your upstairs. Or if you're in a ranch, you'll be looking into your attic. So right there, day one, you rip out your upper cabinets just to get started. And now you're pulling insulation down into your kitchen. All the heat or hot air is going out, or if the AC's on, the cold air is going to be going out, coming in right off the bat. It's like something, boom, you're shocked. Okay, I got to deal with this right away. And you're like, okay, I get some sheetrock, repair this. Sometimes the sheetrock, is at a different level because it's got joint compound where it met, or spackle where it met that inside corner by the soffit. Now you got to worry about leveling boards up, or you got to cut back, take sheetrock out. Right there, it snowballs. Forget about moving electric. Forget about where your lights are going to be run if they were in the way there, if they weren't run there. Just be careful, your floors. Kitchen floors, tile, whatever it is. Sometimes one of our first houses was carpet in the kitchen, of all things. the tile flooring might not go underneath the cabinets. So you're like, oh, I rip the cabinets out and then I'll just keep the floor. I'll just be real careful. I won't mess the tile up and I like the tile. Well, guess what? Tiles aren't going to fit the shape of your new cabinets. You might be off an inch, 2 inches shorter. You might have a longer or deeper cabinet than was there. So something might not square up, and you might end up now with a big shoe molding or a quarter round to hide the edge of the old tile where it meets the new cabinet. Cabinet could sit lower or higher. So that will encroach in your molding around your windows. If you got windows where your kitchen sink is, you're looking out at your pool or your bird feeders or whatever, you got flowers, you're looking out the window. Now the cabinet might be a little bit higher. It might encroach in your molding trim around your window. It just keeps going. Are you going to insulate? If you got the sheetrock and you got holes in your sheetrock because you were really rough when you demoed the job, now you got to sheetrock the back wall of your house. Now you got insulation falling in. Maybe you're doing that to get new plumbing lines. You got a licensed plumber, electrician helping you, obviously. And you got permits. Sometimes permits got to be addressed. So be careful. You're going to enter into this project and you're going to think, I'm going to flip this house, or I'm going to get it quick and get it rented. I'm going to make it real nice so I can get another $300 a month in rent. Big deal. You just spent 50 grand doing a bathroom or in a kitchen. You're doing two things. Maybe you did 2 bathrooms in a kitchen and now you think you're going to get, a lot more in your rent. I'm not saying don't improve a house for renting. I'm saying think about it. I mean, are the cabinets really that horrible that you're going to get less a month because of the cabinets? No. Odds are you could probably paint the room, maybe put down a nice subfloor, paint the cabinets, a lot of people do, new hardware, new appliances, a countertop. Sometimes you could put a countertop on an old cabinet if it's there, structure's there. You could dress it up without getting crazy. Just remember, there's more to that project than meets the eye. And the TV shows, if that's what you're going off of, and some YouTube channels like this, listen to the people. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are doing a lot better job explaining this. And this is just for my subscribers to understand a little bit more about me and to help generate maybe some content to my channel. But by no means is this the end all be all what you should do. You should do all that research. This Old House is a great show. A lot of times they're not talking about the exact thing you're trying to do. Your guy's teaching you how to lay brick and you want to know how to sheetrock. You got to look through those old episodes. They're not bad. I like them a lot. The guy's telling you how to paint. The other guy's telling you how to hang siding, vinyl siding. It just keeps going. And I'm just talking about the kitchens and now the bathroom. Bathrooms, they're wet all the time. People take long showers. They're in there singing Bon Jovi. Electrical outlets might not always be up to par. Everybody wants to change the vanity out, put a new toilet in. Sometimes that toilet valve has never been used and you go to use it the day you take the toilet out and you realize that after you took the lines off and there's water spraying it, the valve doesn't close. You got to do your homework. Whether it be as simple as turn the valve off, flush the toilet, and see if the tank is filling up with water or not. If you're doing this stuff yourself, you obviously have some understanding and some experience with it. So this might go without saying, but a lot of times I was doing demo jobs, especially as a younger guy. You yank the toilet out, and all of a sudden you see a trickle. Oh, what am I going to do now? Have a cap on hand to cap the valve. Make sure you got a drain cap for your sewer drain. That gas is going to come into that house. You think you're done for tonight. You go to bed and you got gases leaking out from the sewer. You got to cap the drain in the floor. That's obvious, but some guys just throw old, paper towel in there. You got to stop that gas from coming in my opinion. I remember jackhammering up a lady's bathroom floor and all the tiles, I was young, and all the tiles were going down the drain. Got to shop vac the sewer drain, So there's a lot of stuff. Be mindful of it. Be mindful of your fits and finishes and what it's going to look like at the end. Try to have more measuring tapes, more pencil drawings. Me and my wife, we redesigned our kitchen. We went around with masking tape on the floor. And we figured out what the inches of every cabinet's going to be and where it's going to land. I custom made kitchen cabinets that went around my refrigerator, and I didn't leave an air gap on top of the refrigerator. It's not horrible. It's still able to breathe, but supposedly you need like a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch or an inch. You could cut the sheetrock out and slide it up. But these are the things that come. So be mindful. Don't be hanging a ceiling fan where you had a light fixture, because sometimes the light fixture is just in with a little tick, 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 Ceiling fan's going to pull the whole thing down, especially one with big, airplane blades on it that they sell now. So I'm throwing a lot at you guys. 10 minutes in. I don't want to be too long-winded with this. If you guys have questions, you want to talk more about it, mold remediation is big with all this. Anywhere you got plumbing and wet, you got to make sure you call in the professionals to get rid of the mold. You get sick. I believe it. I think it's true. A lot of people brush it off, but whatever. In my opinion, you should talk to the professionals. You should call the township office before you're going to buy a house and see if they got any outstanding permits. Find out what their deal is and what they cover, what they don't cover, as far as their jurisdiction and permit process. It's not all peaches and cream. The guys are flipping houses and walking away. Build the house, renovate the house as if you're going to keep it for the rest of your life, and your kids are going to live there, and then you won't go wrong. If you're doing it for the money, the bottom line, it's going to bite you. Nothing is worth doing, if it's cheap. You got to put the time in. It's going to be expensive. Meaning cheap, like don't take the cheap way out of I'm not going to replace this line, or I'm not going to replace that right now. The wall's open. If the walls are open, do everything, right? Update what needs updating. Don't close it back up with old insulation in the wall and mice nests, or if you see rot around that windowsill, it ain't going to heal itself. This is for the new guys, okay? This is just not for the you guys, the rest of you know this stuff. Please like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It's just a little help. Things that I went through. Those tips about the carpeting going under the cabinet or the sheetrock, that's a big one. You're visualizing something. There's something in there that you might not see. Do the homework and think about and you won't get pinched and you won't get pissed. You won't get into a fight because your three-month pregnant wife is pissed because there's carpet on the floor and she cuts the carpet out, and now we got to do the whole kitchen. It snowballed from we're going to do the floor to now everything's getting replaced in 2 weeks. It went from 0 to 100. It got done. I had to get it done before the baby came. But man, well, enjoy. Thanks, guys.